Hello beautiful souls and welcome to my channel. My name is Aura and today we are going to talk about the downsides of healing, or maybe the darker sides of healing, in which we can tend to get trapped and forget about what it is that we are actually intending to do. So without any further ado, let's dive right into it. Do you recall finding yourself saying, today I'm going to start my healing journey, and that was maybe 1, 2, 10 years ago? And that is normal, but what is not normal is that we tend to get trapped into the denser aspects of healing. I know because I've been there myself, and recently I came across so many people that are just done with the healing. They're done doing the work. They're done trying to change, trying to be something else, trying to make things happen. They are done fighting. And this is where we are doing healing wrong. Healing is not supposed to be a fight. Healing is supposed to be something that happens by itself. We tend to overcomplicate things so often. As humans, we are programmed to think that if something is not complicated, it's not legit, it's not true. And that is because we are conditioned to believe that reality is about suffering, it's about hardship. We grew up in an era where everything is about hard work. Our parents tell us that we have to work hard. Society, their parents had to work hard in order to be able to survive. And so how can that be healing? Healing is about balance. It's about harmony. It's about finding the middle way. Healing is about being. It's about neutrality. It's not so much about doing. The only doing that we are required to do is to take the steps in the direction that is guided and directed by our inner joy and passion. Healing is not about becoming more. It's about becoming your true self. Dismantling all the beliefs, all the programmings, the masks and roles that we have been carrying throughout our entire life and that we have been playing out in order to please others or to keep ourselves safe. And most people, the way they keep themselves safe is by hiding who it is that they truly are. Because most of us have learned in a way or another that it is dangerous to express our essence. And so healing is not about piling more things up. It's about dropping everything. It's about surrender. And this is exactly why we are doing the alchemical work, these mini meditations that we are doing every single video, in the way that we are doing them. The idea with everything is to find out what is it that's bothering you? Name it specifically for what it is. Find out where it is that it's coming from. And once you know that, because usually it's coming from a space and time that played out during your childhood, and in most cases, the only way you could deal with that certain situation was to disconnect from yourself in order to not have to deal with it, because you did not have the emotional capacity and the life experience which you have today. And so with your current life experience, you reconnect with this part of yourself that has become disconnected, that is in pain, or that is repeating a certain detrimental behavior over and over again. And you ask them, what is it that they need in order for this aspect of you to be able to start to liberate itself? And then once you find out what that is, you start giving yourself that, and you give yourself, all the aspects of yourself, that which it is that they need in order for them to begin to liberate themselves. And this is how you reprogram yourself, and this is how you heal. And then you move on. It's not about wallowing into these aspects of ourselves, these parts of ourselves. It's not about revisiting these places in order to get stuck in them, but it's about remembering what it is that happened, why it happened, so that we can learn to drop it. As we understand that these aspects of ourselves are not who we intend to be. Yes, they are parts of ourselves, and it's not about cutting them off and removing them from our being, but it's about bringing them back home. Accepting yourself with all of the events that you have been through, all of your experience, everything that shapes you, and allow for them to enrich you, to look back and to realize how wise you have become, how many different experiences you have had, how much you have lived. And once you've done that, become present. Sure, healing and self-discovery is a lifelong process, because with every single new thing that we do, which is actually not new, but it's new to us, to our everyday conscious mind, we enrich ourselves. The process of learning who it is that we truly are, remembering who it is that is truly are, yes, it's constantly being expanded upon. The only time we stagnate is when the only time we stagnate is when we remain stuck in the past, and we keep digging and digging and digging, and we dig in past lives, and we dig in parallel lives, and we dig in all these painful aspects of ourselves to heal them all. But true healing actually occurs when you decide to live your life right now in the present moment according to your highest passion and highest joy. And when something triggers you, yes, investigate, but don't remain stuck there. Once you found out the nitty-gritty details of everything, just release it and come back to the present moment. We are talking about ascension, we're talking about integration, we're talking about transcension actually. And this is what we're doing, transcending the pain, transcending the programmings, the limitations. Healing is not supposed to be a restrictive process. It's supposed to be light, joyful. Otherwise, it's not healing. It's just more self-sabotage. Self-sabotage? Self-sabotage. So what we need to do is to trust that we heal. And again, we keep our emotions stored within our physical body. Everything that we've been through, everything that we have ever experienced in this physical form and beyond is within our DNA. It's within our each and every cell. This is how we remember everything. This is where memory is stored. The subconscious mind is your physical body and your energetic body, your soul. And what we need to do is to learn to trust this mechanism. Try to get out of the way, because when we interfere with our little mind, and I call it little because it's only 10% of our mind, which is our everyday conscious mind that we use on our daily basis. The rest of it, most of us, most of the people rarely tap into. And it is there in the other 90% of our mind, of our being, where all of the healing occurs if we just allow it. This is why while we sleep, during the delta brain states, our body automatically regenerates itself. The temperature regulates itself, the heartbeat is being controlled from there, the breathing. You are not thinking about your heart, telling it to beat. It does it by itself, for yourself. The blood is pumping through your veins without you needing to tell it to do so. All of your organs function by themselves. But as soon as we interfere, and with interfering I mean if something hurts, let's say physically, and instead of sitting with yourself and asking your body, why is this hurting? What is it that I need? And just sit in silence and hear through your intuition, through your heart, what your body is trying to tell you, why it's hurting, what it needs from you. And we can all do that. This is not some woo-woo superior magic that only special people know how to do. This is something that happens innately if you take the time to sit in silence with yourself and reconnect with yourself. Once you find out what it is that your body needs and you start giving yourself that, the pain will dissipate. And I'm talking here fibromyalgia, chronic pain, rheumatism, even the worst things that you can imagine. The body knows how to heal itself. Just imagine the simplest thing. If you have a cut, you don't have to tell the cut, heal, 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 heal. It will heal by itself. The skin cells regenerate and the wound closes up. That skin becoming even stronger than before. But if you interfere and you wallow in that pain and you are not listening to your body and you keep doing whatever it is that you are doing when your body is telling you to stop, then you can go to all the doctors in the world, take all the pills, see all the gurus and shamans, do all the meditations, and it will not help until you do that which your body asks of you. The same goes for emotional healing. The same goes for absolutely everything else. And I know that it sounds easier than it might be, But sometimes it really is that easy. It really, 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 really is that easy. And again, I'm talking from experience, my personal experience, and having known other people to do this. And so, as much as you are, now that we are talking about the body, as much as you are working also with your chakras, you can remain stuck working with your first 3 chakras forever. Just get out of the way. Move up, move into the higher chakras. Allow yourself to see the world from there. Put the mind aside and allow for the heart and for the unexpressed child within to live this life joyfully and playfully. Because this is what the higher self is. Again, the higher self is not something unattainable. And if you live from that space, then you live as your higher self. The body is here as a vessel, as a conduit for you to express your highest essence, your highest being, which lives in the upper which lives in the upper chakras and is to live in harmony and is to live in harmony with the lower ones. English is not my best language today. So allow yourself to take that deep breath in and exhale. Allow the essence of all that you are to be exhaled through you. Live with pride of who you truly are and grace and love. Let go of whatever it is that you want and just be. Because when we live with wants and we live with worries and we live in the past, we don't live. We forget to actually live. If it hurts too much, if it's too painful, just get out. And as much as possible, try to follow the middle path, which is not too much up there and not too much up here, but bring the two together. Be in the middle. That is the heart. The heart is the bridge between up there and down here. It is through the bridge of the heart where you bring your true essence into this physicality. And the degree to which you do that is reflected through your body, and in your environment around you. You can decide how much you wish to let anything or everything affect you. It's all up to you. You are the bus driver. You with your everyday mind, with that 10% of your brain, that is the bus driver, the one that makes all the choices, the one that knows duality and has the free will to combine everything into unity, has the free will to live in harmony and create balance. All the other ones, your higher self, all other aspects of yourself, galactic, angelic, you name it, elemental, whatever it may be, they are just hanging out there in the back for the ride. But you are the bus driver. You are the one that makes the decisions. And you can decide to get out of any situation that is causing you any type of imbalance, to either let or not let anything affect you. And again, remember that whenever we let anything affect us, we willingly give our power away. Willingly but unconsciously, until we become conscious of it. Free will exists only when we are conscious of it. So if you're stuck in the mud, you can always choose to get out. Just ask for help and your passengers will help you. And you allow them to help you by following their guidance, which is the guidance of your joy and highest passion. And with this, I think I'm going to leave it here for today. I would like to ask you if you prefer the alchemical meditations to be in each and every video, or do you sometimes prefer for the videos to be a little bit shorter? I can also imagine that for those of you who still have commercials, it's really hard and annoying to try and meditate as these interruptions are occurring. And I'm very, very sorry for that. There's nothing I can do right now. But the more of you choose to subscribe to my channel, the more influence I can have over it. And of course, my absolute number one goal is to take out these commercials and do everything in my power to remove them, because I want to offer this experience commercial free, undisturbed, and to as many people as possible out there. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. As always, take care of yourself, and I bid you a most wonderful moment of the infinite now. Thank you. Bye.